The Indus script, also known as the Harappan script, is a corpus of symbols produced by the Indus Valley civilization. Most inscriptions containing these symbols are extremely short, making it difficult to judge whether or not they constituted a writing system used to record the as yet unidentified languages of the Indus Valley civilization. Despite many attempts, the script has not yet been deciphered, but efforts are ongoing. There is no known bilingual inscription to help decipher the script, which shows no significant changes over time. However, some of the syntax varies depending upon location. The first publication of a seal with Harappan symbols dates to 1875 in a drawing by Alexander Cunningham. By 1992, an estimated 4,000 inscribed objects had been discovered, some as far afield as Mesopotamia, due to ancient Indus-Mesopotamia relations, with over 400 distinct signs represented across known inscriptions. Some scholars, such as G. R. Hunter, S. R. Rao, John Newberry, and Krishna Rao have argued that the Brahmi script has some connection with the Indus system. Raymond Allchin has somewhat cautiously supported the possibility of the Brahmi script being influenced by the Indus script. Another possibility for the continuity of the Indus tradition is in the megalithic culture graffiti symbols of southern and central India and Sri Lanka, which probably do not constitute a linguistic script but may have some overlap with the Indus symbol inventory. Linguists such as Iravatham Mahadevan, Kamil Zwelbil, and Asko Parpola have argued that the script had a relation to a Dravidian language. By 1977, at least 2,906 inscribed objects with legible inscriptions had been discovered, and by 1992 a total of approx 4,000 inscribed objects had been found. Indus script symbols have primarily been found on stamp seals, pottery, bronze and copper plates, tools, and weapons. The majority of the textual corpus consists of seals, impressions of such seals, and graffiti markings inscribed on pottery. Seals and their impressions were typically small in size and portable, with most being just 2 to 3 centimeters in length on each side. No extant examples of the Indus script have been found on perishable organic materials like papyrus, paper, textiles, leaves, wood, or bark. Early examples of the Indus script have been found on pottery inscriptions and clay impressions of inscribed Harappan seals dating to around c. 2800 to 2600 BCE during the early Harappan period, and emerging alongside administrative objects such as seals and standardized weights during the Cote d'Ivoire phase of this period. However, excavations at Harappa have demonstrated the development of some symbols from potter's marks and graffiti belonging to the earlier Ravi phase from c. 3500 to 2800 BCE. In the mature Harappan period, from about c. 2600 to 1900 BCE, strings of Indus signs are commonly found on flat, rectangular stamp seals as well as written or inscribed on a multitude of other objects, including pottery, tools, tablets, and ornaments. Signs were written using a variety of methods including carving, chiseling, embossing, and painting applied to diverse materials such as terracotta, sandstone, soapstone, bone, shell, copper, silver, and gold. As of 1977, Iravatham Mahadevan noted that about 90% of the Indus script seals and inscribed objects discovered so far were found at sites in Pakistan along the Indus River and its tributaries, such as Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, while other sites located elsewhere account for the remaining 10%. Often, animals such as bulls, water buffaloes, elephants, rhinoceros, and the mythical unicorn accompanied the text on seals, possibly to help the illiterate identify the origin of a particular seal. The late Harappan period, from c. 1900 to 1300 BCE, followed the more urbanized mature Harappan period, and was a period of fragmentation and localization which preceded the early Iron Age in the Indian subcontinent. Inscriptions have been found at sites associated with the localized phases of this period. At Harappa, The use of the script largely ceased as the use of inscribed seals ended around circa 1900 BCE. However, the use of the Indus script may have endured for a longer duration in other regions such as at Rangpur, Gujarat, particularly in the form of graffiti inscribed on pottery. Seals from the Jukar phase of the late Harappan period, centered on the present-day province of Sindh in Pakistan, lack the Indus script. However, some potsherds inscriptions from this phase have been noted. Both seals and potsherds bearing Indus script text, dated c. 2200 to 1600 BCE, have been found at sites associated with the Damabad culture of the late Harappan period, in present-day Maharashtra. Numerous artifacts, particularly potsherds and tools, bearing markings inscribed into them have been found in central India, South India, and Sri Lanka dating to the megalithic Iron Age which followed the late Harappan period. These markings include inscriptions in the Brahmi and Tamil Brahmi scripts, but also include non-Brahmi graffiti symbols which coexisted contemporaneously with the Tamil Brahmi script. As with the Indus script, there is no scholarly consensus on the meaning of these non-Brahmi symbols. Some scholars, such as the anthropologist Gregory Possehl, have argued that the non-Brahmi graffiti symbols are a survival and development of the Indus script into and during the first millennium BCE. In 1960, archaeologist B. Lal found that a majority of the megalithic symbols he had surveyed were identifiably shared with the Indus script, concluding that there was a commonness of culture between the Indus Valley civilization and the later megalithic period. Similarly, Indian epigraphist Iravatham Mahadevan has argued that sequences of megalithic graffiti symbols have been found in the same order as those on comparable Harappan inscriptions, and that this is evidence that language used by the Iron Age people of South India was related to or identical with that of the late Harappans. The characters are largely pictorial, depicting objects found in the ancient world generally, found locally in Harappan culture, or derived from the natural world. However, many abstract signs have also been identified. Some signs are compounds of simpler pictorial signs, while others are not known to occur in isolation, being known only to occur as components of more complex signs. Some signs resemble tally marks and are often interpreted as early numerals. The number of principal signs is over 400, which is considered too large a number for each character to be a phonogram, and so the script is generally believed to be logosyllabic. The precise total number of signs is uncertain, as there is disagreement concerning whether particular signs are distinct or variants of the same sign. In the 1970s, the Indian epigrapher Iravatham Mahadevan published a corpus and concordance of Indus inscriptions listing 419 distinct signs in specific patterns. However, in 2015, the archaeologist and epigrapher Brian Wells estimated that were around 694 distinct signs. Of the signs identified by Mahadevan, 113 are hapax legomena, 47 occur only twice, and 59 occur fewer than 5 times. Just 67 signs account for 80% of usage across the corpus of Indus symbols. The most frequently used sign is the jar sign, identified by Parpola as sign 311. Most scholars agree that the Indus script was generally read from right to left, though some exceptions wherein the script is written left to right or in a boustrophedan mode are also known. Although the script is undeciphered, the writing direction has been deduced from external evidence, such as instances of the symbols being compressed on the left side as if the writer is running out of space at the end of the row. In the case of seals, which create a mirror image impression on the clay or ceramic on which the seal is affixed, the impression of the seal is read from right to left, as is this case with inscriptions in other cases. Some researchers have sought to establish a relationship between the Indus script and Brahmi, arguing that it is a substratum or ancestor to later writing systems used in the region of the Indian subcontinent. Others have compared the Indus script to roughly contemporary pictographic scripts from Mesopotamia and the Iranian plateau, particularly Sumerian Proto-cuneiform and Elamite scripts, However, researchers now generally agree that the Indus script is not closely related to any other writing systems of the 2nd and 3rd millennia BCE, although some convergence or diffusion with Proto-Elamite conceivably may be found. A definite relationship between the Indus script and any other script remains unproven. Researchers have compared the Indus Valley script to the Brahmi and Tamil Brahmi scripts, suggesting that there may be similarities between them. These similarities were first suggested by early European scholars, such as the archaeologist John Marshall and the Assyriologist Stephen Langdon, with some, such as G. R. Hunter, proposing an indigenous origin of Brahmi with a derivation from the Indus script. Researchers have also compared the Indus Valley script with the Proto-Elamite script used in Elam, an ancient pre-Iranian civilization that was contemporaneous with the Indus Valley civilization. Their respective scripts were contemporary to each other, and both were largely pictographic. About 35 Proto-Elamite signs may possibly be comparable to Indus signs. Writing in 1932, G. R. Hunter argued, against the view of Stephen Langdon, that the number of resemblances seemed to be too close to be explained by coincidence. Please like and subscribe our channel for more interesting videos.